Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to another Monday Evening Mojo. Right. Where we drop in here on Mondays just to be that friendly reminder, that person that says, "Hey, don't give up already. The week's just getting started." Just to encourage you to remind yourself to hit that reset button. If the day didn't go the way you wanted to, or it just was the best day of your life, or you're kind of in between, man, hit the reset button, right? It's a necessary thing, and just a reminder because I run across so many people, man, and boy, this is a great time to be alive. Crazy times going on in the world, and all the more reason to stop in and take a listen for just a couple of minutes with me on Monday Evening Mojo, right? Because I want you to know that you are more, you deserve more, and you can become more if you don't see yourself doing that yet. If you just stay in the game, baby, and you don't give up, right? So I just like to stop in, drop a few thoughts here, and then I'm out of here, and hopefully give you the opportunity to refocus, right? Reevaluate what's really important to you, and then recommit to getting out and getting busy for the rest of the week, right? So as always, I want to introduce myself. For those you don't know, my name is Jeff Tyson. I'm known as the Comeback King. I got that name from folks that have seen me go through things just like many of you have. And now founder of Comeback King Enterprises and coaching and consulting. And we really are working on some really powerful things for folks who are looking to get the up level on leadership, the up level on relationships. And the most important thing, the tools necessary, baby, to win the battle of the comeback, man. Get that stinking thinking under control and take that next step, right? So, why I'm qualified for this, right? I lived in that prison of stinking thinking with the dressed up garbage can, right? Those of you who don't know that, it's really kind of like a really shiny face, a mask, a disguise, always smiling on the outside, but dying on the inside from all the things that I had not fixed, had not resolved, unhealed emotional wounds. All the things that we carry, drag that bag along, I like to say, from relationship to relationship, from city to city, from job to job, whatever it might be, wherever it might fit in your life right now, right? I just want to just tell you tonight, right, as I look at my notes to make sure I don't miss this, because there's so many things that I like to talk about in here. But it's really about hitting the reset. And I want to tell you, even though you may feel it, and you might be, because we do get stuck sometimes. You don't have to stay there. Your stinking thinking does not have to be the reason, the continued reason why your relationships go sour or you get overlooked with opportunities for leadership roles and positions, or your business just can't seem to get off the ground, man. There's so many other things that can fit there. You being, I like this part, right? And this is really, you're being shaped. All that grind, all that struggle, all that stuff is really just a training ground, baby. Think of it as an athlete getting conditioned for a marathon, if that's what you do, or if you're really trying to get to the next level in the career or whatever it is. We all know what conditioning means, right? That means we have a certain level of abilities, and then in order to get to the next level, we've got to condition ourselves, whether it's mentally, whatever it might be, to get there, right? So this grind, man, I tell people all the time, you need to get excited about the fact that you're under some pressure. You got some things going on that are really shaping you. They are really pressing you. They're really making you become that person that's necessary. I'm going to say that person that's necessary to do all the things that you want to do in this life. And you should get excited about that. So anybody that's going through some crap, stop fretting about it and begin to find the gratitude in it and start to do these three things, right? Number one, remember you're not stuck. So start talking to yourself differently. I no longer am stuck by my stinking thinking. I use my stinking thinking as a fuel to overcome the things that I know I'm going to have to go through to get to the next level. Because it's happened for others, it's going to happen to me too. So I'm no longer stuck, right? Number two, I'm being shaped. This is the training ground, baby. Hey, I'm getting conditioned. I'm in the gym, right? I'm getting that mental, that spiritual, and that emotional muscle developed, right? And connecting them, right? Bringing them all together. And lastly, remind myself that I am meant for more. And nothing shall stop you from reaching your destiny, man. You shall not be denied. Oh, boy. There was just been I know I'm not the only one that's out there. And when you talk to people, some folks are just, they just blast you with all the things that are going wrong in their life. And it could be really some serious stuff. And I know for me, it's important that I take a deep breath and I don't walk away from them, because my wife and I are all about being epic in the relationships with the people that we meet, right? Epic meaning encouraging, praising, inspiring, and complimenting those folks that we meet, man. We practice it at home because it takes practice, right? I'm not perfect by any stretch, and I need to practice. Because I'm just like anybody else. If something is on my mind and I'm not reset and I'm not refocused, and I didn't have that conversation with Jeff, that's the most important thing that has to happen, right? That conversation, the one that kind of resets the message, clears the narrative from past mistakes, all that stuff. That's Stinkin Thinkin. Yes, that's it. So anyway, man, the year is going. May is here. June's coming up. First half of the year here in a month and a half, right? So let's all agree to be kinder to those we meet, be kinder to ourselves, and make sure we find some time for our own self-grace while we're going through these things, right? So you're not broken, you're becoming. If you're in the grind and you can't don't feel like you can take another step, I want to tell you, hey, that's a necessary piece of your growth. Embrace it. Find some joy in the darkness. Find some happiness in the sadness. Find just some peace in the chaos. And don't you stop moving forward, because you are meant for more. Don't let nothing stop you from reaching your destiny. You shall not be denied. So remember, you're not broken. You are being coming. And you have to answer that question. What are you becoming? What is it that you really aspiring to? What's the whisper that keeps whispering to you, like mine was? Hey, Jeff, man, you had this great corporate career. When are you going to start that business? Right? You had opportunities before. When are you going to start the business? When are you going to start the business? It took 20 years of corporate life before I finally leaped, right? And built my first business and had success in the housing market and had to reset and all that stuff. But we do it. What's the whisper? What are you becoming? Who are you meant to be? What is your purpose? Put it in the comment section and let me know. Right? And please, 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 for those who've been asking for how to get a hold of me, I put my contact information in there, LinkedIn, and my calendar link, and book an appointment, man. Let's just chat. Right? So remember to be epic at home, in the workplace, in the streets, right? Oh man, just think I'm really going after this, but just think how much different the world would be if we all just paused for a moment and we thought about that other person before we thought about ourselves. I could use this message earlier because I was driving back. I was on the road. People were just driving. I was having a difficult time practicing what I'm talking to you about, right? I'm just going to be honest with you. But then I remember, wait a minute, man. Stop for a moment. It ain't about me. It's not about me. It's not about you, really. It's about who you're supposed to become and who you're meant to serve. And I want to tell you, like I always tell you, you are meant for more. And don't let nothing stop you from reaching your destiny. And I'm getting ready to get out of here. Have a happy rest of your Monday night. Share this link. Stay tuned for some great things coming through Comeback King Enterprises here in a short period of time. And have a great night, guys. You are meant for more. Don't let nothing stop you from reaching your destiny. You shall not be denied. I'm going to keep telling you because you are worth it. All right. We out, baby. Bye-bye.